Hey guys, welcome back to Man Interest 11. This is your boy Hellfish6. Hey, listen, I want to do a quick follow-up video to the or podcast, whatever this is, to the video I put out yesterday. So apparently Miguel Cotto has come out and responded, and he's responded to him being stripped of the WBC belt, and he just he was honest about it. He was straight up honest, like a man. He said it's all about the money. He said it's all about the dough. The $300,000 was too much for him. Now listen, I'm not at his level. I'm not at his league when it comes to having that kind of money. So I'm not gonna sit back here and judge people and say, hey, you should do this or you shouldn't do this with your money. Lord knows I make stupid mistakes with my money, but it's about value. And that's all money is. It's a value on what you place on certain things. And he decided that the $300,000 wasn't worth the belt. He decided I have plenty of belts. I think those were his words. Paying another $300,000 for a sanctioned fee to maintain that belt wasn't worth it. I think that's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. I think this is a clear excuse for him to say, "Hey, listen, I don't have the WBC belt. I don't have to fight 3G anymore." And I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think it's the $300,000 that bothered him. What? It didn't bother him for almost a year and a half having the belt. All of a sudden now it bothers him. And I really want to know who paid the $800,000 for the Gennady Golovkin step aside fee. I still haven't seen that in any of the news. So I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I hate to say that. Really hoping the best fight out of Puerto Rico in recent time has more pride than that. But listen, again, I'm not going to say $300,000 is not a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but he knew the fees going into this business. He knows how it goes. And for him to say now all of a sudden $300,000 is too much money, again, I think that's just an excuse for him to say, you know what, I'm not the WBC champ. You know what, I'm going to give it to 3G. He gets it by default, and I don't have to fight him. And it bothers me too. It bothers me too that he's still going to be considered the linear champ if he wins, or even with Canelo. Canelo's going to be considered the linear champ if he wins. And ESPN actually went out of its way today in an article they had on ESPN Boxing to say, listen, don't focus on future fights, don't focus on anything else, none of the drama. Just focus on this fight. It was almost as if it was ESPN saying, listen, buy the fight, focus on this one, don't worry about 3G, and we'll take it from there. One fight at a time. And you know what? It's one way of looking at boxing. From an entertainment point, I understand that. One fight at a time. But as a fan, you want to see the best fights being made. And so I'm really, really, really curious how 2016 is going to play out, because the way it seems is everybody's making an excuse not to fight the best fighters, but to get a page for Floyd and say, hey, you know what? Let's build fights up. Let's see how long we can drag it out until the public outrage is such a high that we have to make the fights that they want to see. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm conspiracy freak. I don't know. But I just don't see all of a sudden $300,000 being a big issue for him, a sanction fee. I just think that this was a case of, I need an excuse to say, hey, I don't have to fight him. I'm not the man. He's not my mandatory. He's your mandatory. So, hey, I appreciate the views. I noticed my views are getting up a little bit. So I definitely appreciate that. And let me know what I can do to improve. And I'm going to keep working on this. So, hey, Hellfish6, thanks a lot. I'm out.